Hi, English class. So, you had 2 weeks of break from school, and I hope that you are refreshed and you are full of energy and you are ready for English. Would be nice, yes? Okay, let's look at page 74 together. We are in the English book and we are learning about Sports Day at Thomas Tallis School. Now, normally we have a sports day, like a sports competition at our school. O-U-R, unsere, our school. I think in German it's called the Bundesjugendspieltag or something like this. And here you compete and you see who's the best. And I think this is something like that. So open your book to page 74, and you see a picture like this. Let's read together. It says, come to our, O-U-R, our Thomas Tallis School Sports Day. When is it? On the 7th of July at 11 a.m. Where is it? At the Thomas Tallis School playing field. Field, like feld. Who? So who is invited? Invited, eingeladen. Who is invited? All of the students and families are welcome. Notice that family ends with a Y, but when you spell it with an S, family, take the Y away and you put I-E-S. Okay. Let's see the schedule. Please look, it says at 9 o'clock a.m. there's the warm-up, and at 11:10 there's the long jump. At 12:15 or 12:15, please remember the times. It's part of your homework in the workbook. So at 12:15 or 12:15, there's a cricket game, and then there's a break. And then at 1:20, because we don't have any 13 o'clock, it doesn't exist in English, at 1:20 p.m. there is a 200-meter race, and then at 2:25 there's a sack race. A sack is like a big sack of potatoes, and you get into like a big sack. It could also be like a pillowcase, Kopfkissen, Bezug, and you get into it and you hop, hop, hop with your friends. This is a sack race. You don't run with your feet. You hop in a bag, in a sack. Okay, let's look at some of these words. Trophy or cup would be a Pokal. There's also like an ice cream van. That would be like an Eisverkaufswagen. Or a bat to hit a ball is a Schläger. To cheer, C-H-E-E-R. To cheer is jubeln. Oh, cheer for your team. And a racetrack is a Laufbahn. You race on the track. The finish line is Ziellinie. And a stopwatch, Stopwatch. All right, let's read together. We're on page 74. Sports Day is always a lot of fun. What is always? You must remember. Always. Not sometimes, not manchmal, but always. Always? Immer, yeah. Sports Day is always a lot of, 3 words, fun. It starts on the playing field at 11 o'clock and usually a German, normalerweise. It normally lasts about 6 hours. It lasts, dauert. Students take part in. Take, nehmen. Part, Teil. Teilnehmen. It's the same in German. Crazy. You take part in the long jumps. You jump really long. You see how far you can jump. The 200-meter race. The sack race. Or a cricket game. Cricket is that game in India and Australia with the bat. After the races and games, the students eat lots of fruit and ice cream. Oh, that sounds good. Lots of fruit, cold, fresh fruit when the day is really hot. Okay. The. How good is your they? They. They drink water and juice too. But not everyone is doing sport. That's British English. I would say doing sports. A lot of parents are watching the events. A lot of. Eine Menge an. Oder viele. A lot of parents. And what are parents? Your parents are your mother and your father. Maybe you don't live with your parents, and maybe you live with your grandparents. A lot of parents are watching the events. It's a lot of fun. Oh, look! Some Year 8 students are running in the 200-meter race now. And Emma Brooks is winning. Sie macht es in diesem Moment, deswegen ing. And Emma Brooks is winning. Look at her. She's winning. She's almost at the finish line. Let's look at the picture. In the back you see what's this called? This is it's selling ice cream. An ice cream van or an ice cream truck. American English ice cream truck. Where are the people that are cheering? Wah! There are the people cheering. Can you find a bat? Where is a bat? Yep, there's the cricket bat. And where's the racetrack? Yep, there's the racetrack. And we already said the finish line. And there's the coach. One of them has maybe a stopwatch. Okay. So these on page 75 we will do together in class. So we choose the right answers. I want you please to look at page 76. On page 76, you need to say place or time. So put the words in the right list. This we'll do in class as well. So think of a place, an Ort, or time. This is then Zeit. So which of these go to which? We can talk about it in class. In this box though, you see the sports day starts on the playing field at. You need these for your homework, so pay attention. On the playing field at 11 o'clock. Some 8-year students are running in the 200-meter race now. Okay, let's take a peek. We're reading just a tiny bit more. We're reading page 77, or talking about this number here. On page 77, you see 77. You see number 7. And part of your homework is 2 pages from the workbook and also working with a partner to make a dialogue, to write a dialogue, act a phone call. So act out a phone call. You can write it on the computer or write it together. Maybe you video chat with a friend. Here's an example. Hello, hi, is Sarah there? Or Margaret or Judith? And the other person says, oh yeah, it's me. And you write, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm fine. How are you? I'm okay. Hey, there's a summer festival, or there's a football game or a football match in the park, or hey, do you want to play frisbee with me and my friends at 4 p.m. In the park on Sunday? Something like this. You talk about sports or something where you come together and you talk back and forth, and you say, oh, sure, I can, or no, absolutely not, I hurt my foot, I can't play Frisbee. You can talk about whatever you want, and in the next class, you present your dialogue to the class. Please say at least, let's say, six lines each. So, hello, how are you doing? Do you want to do this? Things like this, right? Okay, I hope that you have fun. Maybe I'll just explain just one small thing. It's on page 43 because your homework is page 43 and 44 from the workbook. On page 43, you have the prepositions in, at, on, or of. So be careful here. Prepositions are actually really difficult, so I understand if it's not so easy. You are also writing about your school fair. So a school fair is like a Sommerfest or something like this. You can think back to other years, and if you didn't have a Sommerfest last year because of Corona, then talk about the year before or make something up. Ja? Ihr könnt es gerne auch erfinden. Wir verkaufen Geld. We are selling things for money or things like this. Okay? Now, on page 44 from the workbook, you have some of these words, like about sports. What time is it? So pay attention to time. You really should be able to tell time already, and just an odd one out. So I think the homework is okay this week. I hope you have fun writing the dialogue, and I'm very excited to see what you write for your school fair. If you have problems and if it's difficult, then write Miss Deniger. I can help you. I'll call you and say, hey, how are you doing? Let's work on it together. And you'll say, okay. Have a beautiful week. See you guys.